Hi, St. Joseph. I am here to kind of chat with us a little bit about prudence, and that is our virtue of the month for January, which I feel really excited to talk about because I think this is one of the cardinal virtues that I have to really intentionally think about practicing the most because of all the elements and things that go along with prudence that I'm going to talk to us a little bit about. So the virtue of prudence is practicing prudence is one that rightly directs us as a human towards a good end, combining that moral and intellect that we have, the moral behaviors that we have, and our intellect, and making the best decision possible. So what I mean by best decision isn't necessarily always the easiest decision. It's the one that is leading us to see the truth of God. What is true? What is good? What is God's will above all else? It is our call to love and to serve others. Is this decision I'm making allowing me to follow God's will? And I think what we need to think about with prudence is it's not just in these big lifetime momentous decisions of where am I going to go to college? What is my career going to be? What do I want to do for the rest of my life? Which is what we're kind of tackling with our middle school students right now. But some of those daily decisions, those daily over and over again decisions, wait, maybe some of them aren't leading me down the right path. Maybe some of them aren't right and just. Maybe some of them are not aligned with God's teachings. And that's what I really need to take some time to think and deliberate and practice prudence with. So we've talked a little bit about the elements of virtue being the deliberation process, the thinking. Like, do I think through every decision? Am I not just leaping before I look? The execution of our decisions. Do I follow through? Do I say I'm going to do something and then, oh yeah, I thought I was going to try and do that more, but I've kind of forgotten about it. That is where we need to practice prudence. And I think that's some of our human nature. And that's where God's calling us to do better and to be better is think through some of those decisions, all of those decisions that we're making, and really include him in that process. Listen to God, talk to God, gather all the evidence, the pros, the cons before we make that decision and say, is this leading me to do God's will? And I think that's really hard. And I think I see it all the time from our teachers, our staff, and our students. And I think that the more we continue to practice it and really be intentional with our deliberation, our thought process, our judgment, and then our follow through, we'll really be able to feel like I am practicing prudence so much better than I was before. So this month of January, try and practice prudence. Really think about those decisions before we're leaping and make sure we're following through, maybe on New Year's resolutions, maybe the conversations you've had with God. I'm going to pray the rosary with my family once a week. Really follow through and hold yourselves accountable for those actions that lead us towards God's will. Have a wonderful weekend, St. Joseph.